Hi, today I want to talk about your target demographic, knowing your target client base. A lot of small business people get this idea very wrong. When they are told, who is your target client base? Do you know who you cater to? Their first response is often, we cater to everybody here. We cater to every client. We don't shun anybody out. Their thinking is that if they cater to one specific type of customer, that they're going to be losing out on a lot of people. And that is not how it works. And I'm going to try to explain this the best way that I know how, through cheesy analogies. A target customer, somebody you know that you want, it's kind of like a goal. It's like setting a goal for your business. Who am I going to bring in? And a goal is kind of like a destination. You cannot get to a destination without knowing where you're going. The first step of getting anywhere is knowing where you're going. If I get into a cab and the guy asks me, where do you want to go? And I tell him, I want to see everything in New York. He's going to kick me out of his fucking cab because I'm wasting his time. And he cannot take me everywhere. He can take me to one place. So if I tell the cab driver, I'd like to see Madison Square Garden, at the very least, he can drive me to Madison Square Garden. You need to know where you want to go in order to get there. If you want customers, you need to know who it is you actually want first and foremost. Now, again, what a lot of people think is that if they are not open to everybody, that they are losing business. The proper way to see it is something like this. In one day, you can get 2 of these people, 2 of those people, 2 of those people, 2 of these people, and 2 of these people. That's 10 customers. Or you could focus in on one demographic, and out of this demographic, you can get 30 people in a day. See, the idea is when your business is set up to cater to one specific type of customer, to one demographic, that you get a lot of that demographic. And you're going to get so much of that demographic that the amount of people from that demographic that you attract is going to be more than all of the customers from every group that you would get if your business didn't have one specific type of target customer. I would rather have 30 clients of one demographic than 10 clients of every demographic. Now, the other thing that confuses a lot of people in the repair community when I ask them about this and discuss it is they see target demographic in terms of what they see on marketing and pages after Googling target demographic. Most of that is age, sexual orientation, gender, religion, race. And in repair, this stuff doesn't really matter at all. Demographic in terms of age and sex does not matter. It's not like more people buy HP Pro Lion servers if they're gay than the straight people that buy these Lenovo servers. It doesn't work like that. People don't buy shit. People don't choose where to have their shit fixed based on their race. It's not like more gay people go to BNY Tech than Laptop MD. It's not like more black people will go to L2 versus D&Q Computer. This has nothing to do with it. What you are looking for in terms of a target client is very different from race, sex, age, etc. You're looking for people based on different sets of characteristics. Now, what I look for, hopefully to make things more clear to you, is very simple. I look for somebody who needs a laptop or a cell phone replaced. I look for people who have a $300 problem and want to spend $300. Or I'm looking for somebody who has a $50 problem who is willing to spend $50. What I want is somebody who's willing to spend the amount of money that is equivalent to the problem that they have. So if you are looking to spend less money than the amount that you would need to fix your problem, I'm not interested in doing business with you. Now, I am also looking for somebody who wants me to figure out what their problem is. I'm not looking for somebody who wants to tell me what their problem is and tell me what I need to do to fix it. When I meet those type of people, I think that they should fix their own problem so that they can see for themselves that applying the $50 solution to the $300 problem doesn't work. I'm looking for somebody who puts a premium on the use of good parts. I'm looking for somebody who's not going to say, but the guy in the back of the 99-cent store is $10 cheaper. I'm looking for somebody who is well-informed. I want somebody who knows the difference between a new part and a refurb or a copy one and is willing to spend that extra $10 to get the good one put in. I'm looking for a well-informed customer. I want somebody who's well-informed on whatever it is they are asking me to do. I don't want somebody who's coming to me first. I don't like being the first place somebody's called. I want to be the place that they've called after they called the other 9 people. This way, there's a basis of comparison. At the same time, while I want somebody who's well-informed, while I want somebody who appreciates the transparency that my business offers, where I tell people not only what I do, but how I do it, why I do it the way I do it, and I want somebody who is not curious and interested for paranoid reasons. I want somebody who's interested in how I do something because they're genuinely interested in the process. I do not want somebody asking me if I use a Wera or Weha screwdriver because they read on some website that Wera screwdrivers strip screws and they don't want me using that on their computer. I'm not interested in paranoid customers. I don't want people who have OCD, and I will send those elsewhere. There are a lot of other characteristics that come into play here. And there are ones like warranty. I want somebody who's willing to spend a little, maybe 5 or 10% extra to get a year warranty versus a 30-day warranty. There are a lot of things that come into play here, but overall you get the idea. I have a target customer in mind. So what I've done, knowing that this is my target customer, is I've made marketing materials that appeal to that customer. I've asked these people what it is they're looking for, what it is that made them choose us, and then I try to amplify those in my marketing. I take everything that I've learned about this target demographic and I set my business up to cater to it. I set the services up to cater to it. I set up the warranty to cater to it. I buy parts to cater to that demographic. I hire employees that this demographic of customer will be able to relate to, so that when somebody walks into my business that is my target customer, I got their money already, even though they haven't even opened their mouth. And that's the idea, is that when you know who your target customer is, you can get a lot of them, as many as humanly possible. And the best part about it is you can make them all happy, because your business is set up to make that target customer happy. Your business is set up to get that target customer to walk in the door. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing when just doing business is easy, when going about your day is easy, because you're doing the work that your business was made to do. That's why it's very, very important to have a target customer base in mind, so that you know who you want, so that your business gets set up to cater to those people that you want, so that you can then make them happy. Because now when you've made these people that are your target demographic happy, they're going to tell everybody else that's within their target demographic to go to you, because people of these target demographics often travel in circles. Now, you don't even have to be a great business to know your target market, to know your target demographic. And that's the beauty of it. And I hate to say it, but knowing your target market can be used for evil. Whether you want to be an amazing, great company that sells good parts, that provides good service, that's friendly, that's kind, that's helpful, like Vivo Technology or Synapse Sales or eTech Parts or Screen Country, or you want to be a shit company that offers shit service, that sells shit parts at low prices like Y'all Store, Screen Aid, Laptops Parts Outlet, all of that crap. You can actually be amazingly successful at either one. You can be successful as the great company, or you can be successful as the shit company, as long as you know your target demographic, because you can set your business up to cater to them. If you're a knowledgeable company like eTech, you have an intelligent person who's happy answering the phone, that people who work at your company know how to use the products that they sell, they know the value of getting good quality products instead of shit products, they package them and ship them properly, and they treat you nicely throughout the entire process. That's the good company, and a company like them is successful. Then you have the shit company like Y'all Store. You have the company that sends you stuff that is just complete nutter dog shit. You have a company that's focusing on the person who goes lowest price on eBay. They send you something that's just total jack shit, knowing that you're a cheapskate. And when you have a problem with that product and you file a case, they know exactly what to do to make sure that you don't hit escalate on that PayPal claim or escalate on that eBay case for 45 days. They know exactly what to fucking do to get the case to run out. They know exactly what to fucking do to string you along just long enough that you cannot file a case on them. They know how to package their product cheap as shit. They know how to buy product that is cheap as shit. They know how to have customer service that cannot speak English, that is not knowledgeable about the product, because those people can be paid cheap as shit salaries. And as a result, they are wildly successful, and they grow their business, and people wonder, how is it that a company that sucks can grow and grow and grow? I visited Y'all Store when they were operating out of a single family home on the 79th Street stop of the fucking D train, and I slowly watched this company grow into a retail powerhouse that sells to millions upon millions of customers on a regular basis. And the thing is, when you know what direction you're going in, it is easy to do the work. It is easy to run in that direction. The running is very, very easy. Knowing which way to go is hard. Doing the work is very, very easy. I know you may think that this is condescending, but I'm sure you it is not. Doing your job, doing your work is easy. The hard part is knowing which direction to work in. So you can be a wildly terrible company and still be amazingly successful as long as you know your niche, as long as you know which way you're working towards. Now, one of the problems that I had with my supply business was that I was catering to everybody. I was catering to the person who arranges by lowest price on eBay. I was catering to the person who was willing to spend a premium for good parts. I wanted to sell the best stuff possible. I was catering to people who preferred ordering off of a website. I was also catering to people who just wanted to deal with generic e-commerce places like Amazon or eBay. I was catering to people who didn't even want to deal with e-commerce in any way. They just wanted to be able to personally email their order to a salesperson, and whether it's 7 a.m. or 7 p.m., receive a response within 5 minutes and not have to deal with submitting payment information over and over again, not have to deal with logging into a website. I was catering to the new repair person who never had a repair business, the guy who, when he blows a backlight fuse, blames the screen for it, and I was catering to people who had run retail and warranty service centers for the past 30 years. My problem was I had no direction, whereas my repair company had plenty of direction, which is why everything I did to improve my repair company it just happened and went like that, even though oftentimes I was putting minimal effort in or doing the wrong thing. Whereas everything that I tried to do to improve my supply company drove me insane and wound up being a complete clusterfuck. You cannot grow a company, you cannot grow a business without knowing what direction to go in. And you cannot know what direction to go in if you don't have a target customer, a target client. So what I'm suggesting you to do is think really hard about who your target customer is. And if you don't know who your target customer is, think about a few things. Who is it easiest for you to service? Who do you make the most money out of servicing? Who can you realistically get opposed to who can you realistically steal? Who can you realistically convert to a customer better than your competitors? And who are you realistically set up best to serve? Now, whether that's low ends of the market, high ends of the market, mid ends of the market, don't think about it that way. Think about which ends of the market do I have the best capability to make money in, and simply cater to that customer. And you'll notice that everything that you do to grow your business will happen easier as a result of you having that direction, of you knowing who your target customer is. Remember, the demographics are not just age and sexual orientation and gender and things that you can click on checkboxes. Demographics have much more to do than that. It has to do with how somebody thinks. It has to do with how somebody thinks and perceives your product. It has to do with what they value, and that goes far beyond the crap that you can get just from checkbox surveys. So come up with a target customer for your business. Decide to grow your business in that direction.